Live. Come on to you. Come on with it. We're going to let the room fill up for a second. We got a special episode brought to you by Shaker 10s. Get on in. Come on with it. One way or another. I got my guy, my dog, my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us. His name is Ray Ray.
Yo, we in this thing, Let's do this thing, Law Nation,
Come
Law
on.
Nation. We in the building. We at Shakerton's, getting ready. We getting ready for this draft party, this live broadcast we're doing tomorrow. Make sure you come here, tune in, rock with us.
Yeah.
You can't come here, be with us physically, tune into this broadcast. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great production. Man. But we want you in here in the building. We need y'all energy.
We do.
We need the energy. We appreciate that. Come get some of these raffles, these prizes. Yeah, come in here. It's going to be the thing to do. We got some great food, got great drinks. Let's go.
The best thing that we want to hear is this right here, bro. Woo!
Yeah.
Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight so we can get things going the best way possible on this post. Well, not post, but setup.
A little setup.
Little test setup.
Little test run we're doing. Make sure we got everything right for y'all tomorrow.
Come on.
We got to make sure it's A1. Everything we do for y'all has got to be A1.
5,
We'll do the top.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Come on. All right. Yeah. What's good with you, Ray?
Throw them ones up.
Throw them ones up, man. Throw them ones all the way up, man.
Yeah, throw those ones up.
Yeah.
You ready for tomorrow? I'm kind of anxious, excited. It's gonna be a crazy day. We don't know which direction. we're all in with these young guys. Okay,
we all in.
We're all in with these young guys tomorrow on the draft.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be all in. Okay.
Yeah, we all in some way, one way or another, one shape, form, or fashion, man. We are here right now doing a test run at Shakerton's. But while we was here just going through audio check and visual checks, we heard some news of officially, Micah Parsons is getting $21.5 million to play hybrid defensive edge stuff. Man, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, they had to give that to him. They didn't want to give him that linebacker price tag. You would have caused a problem and an issue. Having a disgruntled player, you don't want that. You're trying to please Micah as much as possible because you got to get him back.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him back as cheap as possible.
Right.
So if you do something like that, you definitely gonna ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
Even though the Cowboys have all control when it comes to Micah's contract, they could tag him 2 years in a row if they wanted to, if they really wanted to. But they're trying to do nice, play good ball. Good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop, and the thing is with this Jerry Jones. Oh, I love the fire. I love the alarm set. Shout out to you, Def King. Shout out to you, Jimmy Warren. Shout out to you, Eugene Nubian King. Appreciate you, Roy Williams, the wide receiver or the safety. Which one? Shout out to both of them. And hook them. Trill, appreciate you, man. Thank everybody for tuning in Shakerton's live stream as we pre-test all of this. And we got good food. We got good libation here. Somebody said share the light with us. You know what I'm saying? With you, hey, it could be possible. Come on down to Shakerton. With that being said, here's my thoughts altogether on the Micah Parsons thing. I think that he's generational. I think that he's one of those guys. Let me hit his button.
Let's go, man.
Oh, jeez. Hey, he one of those that gets you up out your seat. And when we start talking about formalities and technicalities, one thing I can tell you for sure is that, yes, he played in 4 playoff games with only 1 sack. Mm-hmm. But I always blame that. That's an indictment more so on the coaching staff, juxtaposed to Micah Parsons.
You didn't get your players in a position they need to make plays. You didn't scheme-wise.
Yeah.
We saw what happened in this debacle with Green Bay.
Yeah.
It was bad scheming. You went away from what you did best. Tried something completely different. And one of the biggest stages for your team of the year.
Yeah.
There wasn't the time to try to be cute and try something new.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we suffered from it.
Yeah, we did.
And now, you went to the Washington Cowboys now. Your coach went to the Washington Cowboys. I'm calling them the Washington Cowboys because then they try to, took up pretty much all of our roster. But no, you got to put your star players in their position to succeed. But, y'all may say, oh, if you're a star player, no, you can't just succeed anywhere. Yeah, you can. You should be able to. But, no, it's still about coaching and star players go together.
Right.
They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
Right.
A star player is only as good as a coaching.
Yeah. I mean, if you take – I use this analogy all the time. People going to be like, hey, Law, can you use another one? You can't expect Shaq to shoot threes. And he is a dominant player, or was one, right?
Yeah.
So you got to know how to utilize your players to their best kind of caliber of capabilities. And one of the things of the biggest impediments of the Cowboys been in these last few years is that, yes, we can win regular season games. Yes, we can even look good in preseason. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can even say what Stephen Jones said. We won the offseason.
Yeah.
But all of that means nothing if you can't do it in the postseason.
Yeah,
and all it is the small things that you don't correct during the preseasons, off seasons, as well as the regular season. It comes and it knocks on the door. It tells you, hey, your inefficiency level. Hey, if you are an undisciplined team during the regular season, guess what? Newsflash, you'll be an undisciplined team even more during the postseason. Yeah. So those are things how I look at it and quantify. So the Cowboys heading into this offseason now, or draft season now, they got to make sure that they get guys and kinds of calibers that can make sure that they don't make those issues, whether it's coaching as well as players.
Let's see what they're saying in the chat real quick.
Yeah. I got the chat up right here. Come on with it.
Doing good. Shout out, was it IROC? Shout out to IROC, my guy.
Shout out to IROC.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
We were talking about T. Higgins requesting the trade, and then I did the old infamous, breaking news. The Cowboys are not picking up T. Higgins. Wink, wink, wink. I'm playing with y'all. If the Cincinnati don't want to pay him, the Cowboys will not pay him. Plus pay the Cincinnati with draft picks. No way. That's a double negative, Yeah, because the draft is the bloodline, is the blood trail of everything here with the Cowboys. Since we don't do free agency, and since we don't do transitions or transactions as it relates to trades, you got to look at it like this, bro. This is all we got, man.
This is all we got.
This is all we got. Hendricks requests trade, too, so it ain't going to us. We can hear it by far going to the 49ers or the Eagles, but the Cowboys, we really just – it's hard for us to play our own.
It's funny. We did a podcast a while back, in the infamous podcast we did with Jesse Holley.
Right.
And I had made a comment. The Cowboys going all in was last offseason when they were traded for Stephon Gilmore, Brandon Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
That was all in for the Cowboys last season.
Right.
And it's funny, Stephen Jones reiterated that kind of pretty much like, we went all in last year.
Yeah. Well, their version of all in is getting a 33-year-old or 32-year-old guy, no shade at Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
Is he still on the market?
He's still on the market, if I believe it correct. I think the Cowboys are going to probably wait till after the draft, see what they do in the draft, probably revisit some of those talks. I think the Cowboys are going to pick up one or two veterans after the draft is over with, just to kind of see, the market is, it's going to keep going down for some of those veterans that are still on the market.
Yeah.
Stephon Gilmore is definitely a person I can see them try to reach out to. There's a guy, I think he's still on the market, Xavier Howard, at the corner position. I wonder where he's going to be, what his market's going to end up being. There's a couple people. I see someone talking in the chat talking about Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, there's been reports that the Cowboys are really in and honed in on Jonathan Brooks. I was joking with you the other day, it was either last night or early today. I was like, what if the Cowboys pull some dumb move and move down to 1 at the end of the first round and take Jonathan Brooks in the first round? So you got a running back with a 5-year contract, and you got to pay him the money and let him go. Like,
man, here's the thing, though, with all of that. I know for sure.
J.C. Jackson, someone?
J.C. Jackson is an option right there. But to swing over to Jonathan Brooks, that's what we kind of pretty much want. not us, but the Jones family. They love hurt guys or guys coming off of some type of injury.
Yep.
And they love guys.
Blue Star Special, we call it.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy, Vach Lombardi, gun under the seat guy. You know, they love that rolling dice in the bathroom, you know, all of that stuff. They love those guys in the second round, right? You know, so I wouldn't be mad at the Cowboys getting Jonathan Brooks. At least it'll be better than a Kelvin Joseph, in my opinion.
Oh,
but
man.
when you think of a Jonathan Brooks, you think that, hey, if you look at tape, you find a lot of tapes of him at Texas Longhorn, you will see that he's by far probably one of the better running backs in this draft.
For sure.
If healthy.
The best. Happy early birthday to our guy, Mr. Fulton.
Fulton, appreciate you, man.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday. Hope you have a happy, blessed birthday, sir.
Yeah.
Many blessings to you. You know, do your thing. Put a birthday wish out for the Cowboys tomorrow, all right? we don't blow this damn thing.
Yeah. So,
someone put in there where it said Brooks versus Benson. In my opinion, I would like to get Brooks. But if there's a bigger need on the board, a good linebacker, offensive lineman, I prefer taking them over Brooks.
Yeah.
And in the third round, my target would be Trey Benson. I would definitely like to get Trey Benson. If he's going to be there in the third round, okay, let me see what kind I feel 1 and 2. Then, okay, let me try to get my running back in the third round there. Because, you know, like I said, this team doesn't have a fourth-round pick. We've got to hit on every pick that we have damn near. We can't have a repeat of last year's draft.
Yeah.
Last year's draft, I mean, it was a bust. It was pretty much a bust.
Well,
as of now, it was a bust.
If it was me, Brooks or Benson, the Dallas Cowboys select Trey Benson.
I'm with you.
I would prefer Trey. On top of that, size matter. You know, he's 6'1.5". If you think I'm lying, you know, ask the ladies about the size. Here's the thing.
No diddy.
Bro. So he's 223, 225, and Brooks is more of a 205 guy. So I think that they would still do running back by committee, by the way. But I'm leaning and looking at more of Trey Benson, man. I think he can catch out of the backfield. He got his plant leg. He can get upfield. He can also block. He's a willing blocker. And on top of that, he still got burst and acceleration. So, and he don't have that I'm coming off of an ACL thing. If I'm Mike McCarthy, you on your final year of your contract, I'm not banging on projects and hopes and maybes and ifs and buts. I'm banging on, hey, this is a guy that I know for sure can play for us day one, and I don't have to lean completely on him. You can still mix in a Rico. You can still mix in a tiny Deuce Vaughn. You can do all of those things, so that's how I look at it. Benson all day. Put Benson in the chat if you want Benson. Shout out to you, Cali Cowboy. Appreciate you, man. Come on with it.
Man, I like someone Marcus Robbins. I like Jalen Wright, but I don't think I like him over Brooks, though. Here's what's going to – as of now, going into this season, we know we got Rico's going to be the starter.
True.
If we started the game today, Rico just started, okay?
True.
He runs angry.
Yeah.
Rico does run angry, but I haven't seen enough to make Rico my full-blown starter. I still need some help at that running back position. But, I mean, if there are some good running backs that are going to be available later on in this draft, so you don't have to really reach. I say play the board when it comes to that running back position.
Yeah.
Don't overdraft because you have so many holes on this team. You can't afford to reach for something in this draft.
You can't afford to reach, but, you know, at this time, we talking about running backs, but before you do that, it's like order of operations, right? The rainbow method and all of those things. Kramer's law, you know. Hey, we got to have an O-line for your mind first.
Yeah.
Can you give the audience, Ray, who you want as an offensive lineman, and then we can dive into these running backs because that's what needed is necessary. But before you go, Jim Laws, man, appreciate you for being a member.
Thank you, Jim Laws. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Jim.
So, if you've been seeing some of the shows we've been doing lately,
right?
Anything we've done, and if you talk to me, everyone knows that I am a big Troy Fontanu fan out of Washington.
Yeah.
That is my home run draft pick for the Cowboys. I think he may take a little bit of a slide in this draft because there's been some medical issues with the knees I've been hearing about. But that's a guy that's interchangeable at left guard. You can play him at left tackle. He's familiar with that left side.
Yeah.
Me, personally, we have an perennial All-Pro already in Tyler Smith at left guard. I prefer to keep my All-Pro at the All-Pro position at left guard.
Yeah.
So for me, Troy Fontano, that's my number one pick going into the first round. If he's not available, okay, I'm starting to look at that center position, okay?
Yeah.
This is a very deep center draft, okay? Yeah. My number one center, of course, is going to be Graham Barton out of Duke.
Yeah.
Tackle that's being converted into play center. So that's someone I'm looking at. Then you have our boy, JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson.
Okay.
Been issues.
Boy, you cooking. Yeah.
They got issues, with concussions I've been hearing about with him. So he may take a little bit of a slide. But I'm kind of concerned because there are some teams out there that need center before us in the draft. One of our hated rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
They need a center. They just lost their, all-pro center to retirement. He decided to hang it up.
Yeah.
Move on into the sunset. So that could be a team that could be taking a center potentially at 16.
Yeah.
So we never know. But if I have my preference, just Troy Fontano.
Right.
Graham Barton. Okay. Then trade back scenarios would be Jackson Powers Johnson.
Okay.
Jordan Morgan out of Arizona.
Keep cooking.
Then you have guys on the board like Mims, Guyton out of OU. I'm not sold on guys that's played right side.
Only.
They're not familiar.
They say he can swing or what have you, but I'm
just not familiar.
Yeah, we ain't really.
Man, if there was someone that plays on the right side that plays left tackle that I think I would be comfortable with, I would be a J.C. Latham if he happens to fall in the draft.
Roll Tide, baby.
That would be someone. I don't see that gentleman following, but that would be someone I wouldn't mind taking a gamble on, trying to put him on the left side, move from right to left. When we get in its tackle draft, Joe Alt should go number one.
Yeah. We wishful thinking. If Joe Alt fall to the 24, something gas man.
Dallas is trading
like
up.
They're gonna have to.
I think this. If Joe Alt does take a slide, I could see Dallas trading up to go get him. If he takes a slide, I could see Dallas trading up to go get him. Yeah. But we really don't have the luxury of trading up.
Right. I wouldn't
in this draft because we have very few picks.
Right.
Not as less as the fucking Chicago Bears. You only have 4 picks.
Yeah.
So they definitely got to hit a home run there. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some guys there in that backhand. Like I said, Jordan Morgan, Jackson Powers Johnson, Graham Barton. I don't know. I don't know what the feel is in their front office. Maybe they do like a Guyton.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But, when it comes to offensive linemen with this team in the first round, we're kind of batting 1,000.
Yeah.
No one knew who Tyler Smith was. Everyone's like, oh, who the hell is Tyler Smith?
Yeah, who is he?
What's Tyler Smith? I don't know. Oklahoma. Where? What? Who is this guy? And what has he turned out to be for you? So, I mean, even that first year, Tyron got hurt.
Yeah.
As a rookie, Tyler Smith was able to play left tackle.
Right.
And he held his own. I must say he held his own. I mean, yes, he can play left tackle, but if I had my choice, I want to keep that guy at left guard. That's the thing when you do. We do have Brock Hoffman on this roster, but we don't know we're going to get out of Brock Hoffman. So you need to draft something just in case because, he may not work out. But like I said, it's probably going to be a Blue Star special somewhere in this draft. Also, after this draft is over with, the Cowboys make contact on these free agents that's still on the market. Okay, now, take you a discount deal to come here. But don't discount undrafted free agents for this team. This team has a knack of finding good players.
They do.
And contributors that have not got drafted. T.J. Bass last year, Brandon Aubrey, Kavontae Turpin. Who else can I think of right now? Just over the history, you got Tony Romo as an undrafted free agent, Miles Austin. Ronald Leary was another offensive lineman they found. Terrence Steele, say what you want to about Terrence Steele, but they found him as an undrafted free agent, and he got paid, for what he did.
For what he is. So if anything, they are in a bag with offensive line.
They are.
But the order of operation, like you lamented, it will be offensive line.
Yeah.
And Troy Fontano will be
that's my guy.
The blue chip or the golden chip, man, of it all. We got a super chat, man, and I really appreciate you, Charles. Thank you so much for your support. Who is this guy? Why draft a guy with bad knees? Please get out of your Jerry mind of guys playing more than one position. Who had bad knees?
It's not bad knees. It was just a red flag medically recently for Troy Fontano. He doesn't have bad knees. Just something, when they tested, they found something in the knee. He doesn't say he has bad knees. He's played majority of the games he's played.
You know what? You know, if I had $1 billion and if I really wanted somebody, I'll be sending a hitman to all of those good players and say, hey, they got bad character flaws. Yeah. They got bad knees, elbows, hands, hips. They got bad something out there to hope that they can fall to the 24th spot. I'm a real mean type of crazy owner if that was me. But, yeah, if the medicals do check out, which I do get that, with the first-round draft pick, it's a valuable piece because it's an all-time high money grab for the player. Also, it's an option for the fifth-year option. That's why we even talking about Parsons right now. You have 5 years for the rights of that particular player. So that's why it's important or imperative for the Cowboys to nail their first-round draft pick.
Yeah. So, but also, too, like, if we can't get there's some guys, too, that are going to be there in the second round. If you don't get the offensive lineman you want in the first, think about it. Zach Frazier out of West Virginia. They could probably play guard center combination there.
Right.
There's a guy out of Arkansas. Please forgive me, I can't remember his name.
Right.
There is a lot of guys later. This is a deep offensive line draft.
Yeah, it is.
Deep offensive line draft. So that's one of the things, too.
A deep O-line draft and a deep back end of the running back draft.
It is.
So I look at it like this. I say that the offensive line is top heavy, right? So if you're going to draft the offensive line, you got to do it in the first and second round. Swinging around in the third and the fourth, you gambling. And we don't even have a fourth-round draft pick. So, yeah.
So DC4L 0404 is not the knees with JP Jackson Powers Johnson. It's concussion issues. They said there's been issues with a lot of people have been saying about. So.
Yeah. It's concussion. And then, I mean, we can – I think that's been dismissed or what have you. Other reports saying that, you know, the concussion problem is kind of like dissipated. Yeah. I would say this, though. Concussions or none is better than what we seen out of Tyler Biadasz, right? So, I mean, come on. We're looking for dog nasty. I'm looking for someone that can lay all over you, be that dog, can be that person that can pancake you, be that physical force down inside, so we can bring back A-gap runs. We've been allergic to running inside the middle because there's been no push. And then on top of that, when we start talking about passing of the ball, the best place for a quarterback to be is inside the pocket there. And Dak, for the last 2 or 3 years, haven't been able to climb the pocket. And that is a knock on the center. So if we can get a dog nasty guy that can clean out that pocket, we will have even more of a better efficiency level from the quarterback.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a very deep offensive line draft.
Yep.
You've got a lot of guys. I think I went to the fourth round. You could probably get some starters.
Here you go right here.
No. Where's DC4L? I wasn't trying to correct you. I was just letting you know what that was.
Yeah.
You don't know if you don't know. But like I said, it's very deep. There's one position that's not very deep in this draft, and that's linebacker, which is a position we still need to address on this team. Yeah, you signed Eric Kendricks. He's going to be your quarterback of this defense. Yeah. Get people lined up right, teach them, Mike Zimmer's scheme.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not a deep draft when it comes to linebackers. Correction, it's not a very top-heavy linebacker draft.
Yeah.
Top guys with Peyton Wilson, North Carolina State. I think Edgerrin Cooper out of A&M. Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Shout out to you.
Cedric Gray.
Okay.
Out of North Carolina. Who else we got? Colson. Junior. Junior Nim out of Michigan. Those are some of your top linebackers in this draft.
Well, if you drafted a linebacker, you have to be in mind that, you still look at what we already have on this team. Mm-hmm. We got Parsons who's going to take some linebacker reps. I get it. He's going to be the hybrid guy. But I still think that with Zim, he's going to have Parsons playing first and second downs at linebacker, mixed in with Eric Kendricks, mixed in with what Overshawn can bring to the table. On top of that, whatever reclamation project that they will have for my guy, Damone Clark, hey, you play about 60 to 65% nickel anyhow.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm
it's
going to
two linebackers.
There are two linebackers. So it's not a lot. Linebackers are a dying breed for the NFL, but it's also a need. You can't go into a war without them, especially when teams go run heavy. So if we drafted a linebacker, we have to get into the confines of the mind. Who can shoot down through A gap? Who's not afraid to go hook the sidelines or hook to the flats? So I like Peyton Wilson. I do like what he brings to the table. I don't care if he don't have ACLs, right? Hey, if he can be on Sunday, man, or occasionally Monday nights or Thursdays, let's get him out there because we are only going to use him at spurts anyway because we got Overshawn and we got Clark, and then, of course, we got Parsons and Kendricks.
I think Overshawn may surprise a lot of people. You know, yes, he missed his rookie season due to injuries.
Yeah.
But don't forget, you know, they had a plan for him coming in after the draft. Coming into, I think he was going to play a good role on his team.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he can get back to form. I pray to God it's not a situation where it was Jalen Smith where he really wasn't able to recover from that injury.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm praying, I'm hoping that, you know, Overshawn can overcome that injury and be a great contributor and help be a face of this defense.
Yeah.
Because we need help at that second level.
Yeah.
This has always been an issue for forever how back I can think. We can't stop the run.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to stop the run efficiently. That's something we need to do. You can stop the run, the rest will come afterwards. You got your all-pro corner coming back in Trayvon Diggs. You got, you know, Deron Bland. You got Jordan Lewis back. Someone just asked a question about, you think the Cowboys are going to draft a cornerback? I'm sorry, I can't remember who asked that question. I apologize your name. I would shout you out, but hold on, let's scroll up and see if we can find who said it. Give us a second here.
You talking about a DB?
Someone asked if we think the Cowboys will take a cornerback and when we will take it. You know, they always say you always need corners.
You always
need corners, as they say. I don't see them taking, unless it's like a stud corner that just takes a plummet. I don't see a cornerback going. I don't see them drafting a cornerback to probably the 5th round. Because, you know, obviously right now we don't have a 4th round pick. You know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd round pick, you got to take offensive line, possibly linebacker, possibly running back. So I think cornerback, you know, it drops down on the importance of needs for this team because you have some solid players at cornerback. Like I said, you're getting a perennial All-Pro and Trayvon Diggs back. So, yeah, I think they will take a cornerback. I can't tell you where. And I can't tell you who'll still probably be on the board at that time. So, you know, I apologize about that.
No doubt, man. As far as DBs, like you said, you never can have too many of those guys. Cooper DeJean, Nate Wiggins, of course, those are your top dogs right there, Quintrell. You got a lot of guys that's in this particular draft that you can draft at DB. But if anybody is in their bag with DBs, would be Mike Zim. That's where he, you know,
he's excelled up his whole career.
He's still like, Prime still calls him and say, okay, I need for my guys to get their feet better. Hey, what can you fly in to Colorado? Can you fly in at the time at Jackson State University? I love, you know, my Jackson State, oh dear. So he was still able to do that. So I'm quite sure that DBs with the ones that we have, like the Izzy McCormick, I think that he's going to turn the corner to the best way possible. And on top of that, Eric Scott's of the worlds. And
he did great. It looked like he had a great preseason. He was having a great preseason training camp.
Right.
But, you know, don't know what happened, what didn't correlate over until the regular season. But, yeah, I mean, you have and people don't know, Mike Zimmer was our DB coach when we won championships here. So for those people who are not familiar with that, you know, he got a ring. He
got a ring, man, in 95.
DBs, the last one that his team done seen. He was a part of that staff, you know. He was he was the last thing. He's the last connection we have to a championship on this team, other than, I guess, if you want to say Jerry Jones. I guess if you want to say that. But you know, corner. I think. But we got some young guys. I really want to see, like you said, Eric Scott. McQuame. Man, he looked like he was about to be that guy. For a second, I don't know. Did we get rid of Nashawn Wright? Is he still on the team?
He's still on the team.
Okay.
And here's the thing. The traits that Zim like, are the traits that those boys absolutely exhibits. You know, they 6'2 and a half, 6'3". Izzy, he runs a 4.3, 4.4 guy, you know, but his only impediment is that he didn't get a chance to be out there on the field. I think that they put feelings over other players, and sometimes when feelings get crossed, sometimes you make that decision to bench a player. So hopefully Zim moves around a little bit better, and he'll be able to get those things going.
Oh, 404, what is it? What is he asking right there? Okay, what about safety? Do you think we will draft a safety? You got safety help coming. And his name is Marquise Bell.
Marquise Bell, man.
He is going back to safety, and I think he's going to do better being at his natural position at safety.
Yeah.
That's going to make a difference. Yeah.
I mean, when you think of Bell,
Wanye.
It's not just him.
Wanye. You got Wanye. I think Wanye needs more reps. Yeah.
Hey, believe it or not, you got a more healthier, more guy that's coming back off of an injury out of Dono. So Dono, remember, people fail to realize he was coming off of an injury. So sometimes you be a little delayed when you come back from those type of things. So I'm looking at it, and I foresee that the safety room in general will be a whole
lot
situation.
better. Yeah. So like I said, we don't know what's going to happen too after. Is there some guys still out there on the free agent market? Did anyone ever pick up Justin Simmons? Is he still a free agent? I'm kind of curious.
It's weird if he's still out there. Hey, y'all, let me know in the chat. Is Justin Simmons still available?
Because that's someone I was I was shocked when he got cut. Well, not shocked. I understand they had to get into the salary cap position.
Yeah.
But for that talent-wise, for him to still be on the market,
still available.
He's still available. So he's probably waiting to see this how things probably play out after the draft to maybe make his decision more than likely.
You guys do this. Continue to apply the pressure, and the Jones family will definitely cave.
Yeah.
And we will be saying, hey, man, by this, but 2 months, 3 months from here, we'll be saying, hey, man, we were wrong on y'all Joneses, man. We apologize. We didn't see the full entree, man. We was already complaining about it because you put raisins in the potato salad. You know, we were complaining about it. Y'all try to make us eat that. You just don't eat raisins in the potato salad. But all of the other dishes, man, that draft dish was good. And the post-free agent dish, woo, we love that. That could be a real tangible thing. We could be going on an apology tour for those boys. And I'm not trying to give those boys a reason to say, hey, get your hands off of them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is what Jane Slater, did you hear what she said? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what she had to say to them boys?
Oh, she called them.
Yeah.
She basically called them cats out.
She called them out.
Shout out to James Slater,
Salute
by the way.
To you,
Thank you. Asking the question nobody had the fortitude to ask. You did that, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out, Jane.
Shout out to Shaker Tans. What's going on with you?
Hey, get right for your line. Shake some.
Yo, boy. Yeah.
So let's kind of run through this draft. How we think the draft may go. Calais Campbell, that is someone that's still
the old man. Yeah. Still kicking it, man. Benjamin Button style.
Like I said,
man.
the Cowboys are not going to do anything for agency-wise until after this draft to see what holes they need to fill. Here's how the Cowboys operate, okay?
Right.
What can we get for a discount? Early stages, of what they call early stages of free agency.
Right.
We draft. Okay, what can I get now?
After
the draft, all right?
All right.
Is Zeke resigning today? I don't think it's going to happen.
They said that Zeke, let me know, man. Somebody else was saying some stuff. Shoot, if they sign Zeke, make me want to take chances on him much more, bro. All right, so according to Calvin Watkins, he states here, let me see if I can pull this up. I love this when we get this Twitter movement going, you know. What's his name? Calvin. Let me see if we can pull this up. Calvin and them, you know. Appreciate Calvin Watkins. He says, according to him, Cowboys had some talks with agent for Zeke today. A person with knowledge of the discussion just labeled it as just talking.
I think that's going to be a situation where if they don't get the running
back,
they just talking. If they don't get the running back that they want, that can be an option. But they, we got Royce Freeman, baby.
Royce Freeman,
we got Royce
baby.
Freeman. Yeah,
Oh my goodness, man. Now Royce, he averaged 4.5 yards per tote last year.
Yeah.
He had 2 touchdowns, and he's a run in between the splits. He's a guy that demands, hey, you can't line him up in a soft box. Now, don't call me and don't shank me with the butter knife. Put that butter knife down. But to me, he runs with a little bit more of an authority than even Zeke. Now I'm not saying that he's –
someone said Cabo Zeke or Royce
Yeah, Cabo Zeke or Royce Freeman. But if you're talking about you're paying Zeke anywhere $6 million, right? And that's dead money.
Yeah.
If he comes in for a veteran minimum,
But
right?
it had to be.
It have to be to make it make sense. And then, hey, the reclamation project, hey, come on down. Yeah, somebody shaking. Brian Bradford, come on, man, don't get me, man. hey, we're going to hit Zeke up. Come on down to Shakerton, Zeke, man. We got a whole drink menu for you and everything. Come on out, Zeke.
We got the white girls. We got the white girls. We got the drinks for you, Zeke. Come on now. No, here's the thing, too.
Yeah.
From a psychology and negotiating standpoint for Dak, I would definitely bring Zeke in because, Dak's best friend.
Yeah.
Who would want to play with their best friend? I'm just saying. I don't know.
No Diddy.
No Diddy here. No Diddy on that
No
one.
Diddy.
Have you ever been swallowed? Nah, man. I don't.
Oh my goodness. Man.
Unless the draft goes bad for the Cowboys as far as running back position, I'm not 100% sold on Zeke coming back. Like I said, you still got Royce Free. I'm sorry, not Royce Free. I'm sorry. You got Rico.
You got Rico.
Whatever running back you got to add. Rico's be number 2.
You got my guy from Ole Miss too, man. Snoop. Yeah. Connor. Not Dog. No, we don't got the Dog, but we got Snoop.
I want to see 40-ounce get some more touches. I want to see him bounce back from that bad game he had. Mm-hmm. I want to see if he can come back, shake that shit off, and provide some something different for this offense. Be like a poor man. What's his name? Kyle Juszczyk. What did I say his name?
Cal Juszczyk.
Juszczyk. Out there in San Francisco because 40 ounces showed that in college. He can catch passes out the backfield. You can line him at a tight end a little bit. Short yardage. I want to see 40 ounce succeed. Bring that fullback position back. Make fullbacks great again.
All right, so I'm seeing a lot of people, showing some love for Zeke. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, put 21 in the chat if you want Zeke back. You know what I'm saying?
15. Well, I guess
21 is available.
21 is available now because we know y'all wasn't. You're right.
The Jones think they slick. That's why they didn't sign Gilmore back. They said, hey, man, we're going to bring him back. And then we give Gilmore another number, Yeah. All right, so Davies want 21. Can you do something for me? All right. Wow. Hey,
21,
JC,
21,
Charles. 21, Cali.
21.
So put no 21 if you don't want him back. But it seems like it's a reigning endorsement for Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott to come back into the swings of things. The path of the righteous man is to be set on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. But blessed is he in the name of charity and goodwill. You know that movie? Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. That's Pulp Fiction for you, man.
Shame.
Okay, the no 21's coming back. The no 21's coming back, okay? No 21. Can you do something for me? Shout out to you, Def King, on the kick out, man. Appreciate you. Florida Cowboy says no 21. Hey,
get rid of Rico.
Wait a minute. Rico, like, what did I do?
I don't know. When TP wasn't moving the ball, Rico was moving that ball, but TP couldn't get anything moving. Come on, man.
It's rig time, man. It's Riggs over here, Ray. but I'm going to tell y'all, Rico, to me, he ran with an authority. He did his jail, you know.
I just kind of imagine what would have happened if he wouldn't have been injured all those years prior. How much more he already would have made an impact on his team. That's another guy I believe is it Roy Davis or Ray Davis?
Malik.
No.
Malik
I'm talking
Davis.
about this coming in the draft this year.
Oh.
I think
Ray Davis.
Ray Davis. I think it was in Kentucky, I want to say.
Yeah, him and Zeke the same age.
Never mind.
Hey, man, Ray, man, y'all put down how old Ray is in the chat, man. God, dog. Ray, one of those old souls that run for Kentucky, man.
Then think about
but he's a good runner, though. He's a big back, though.
Another guy I like later on in the draft, if you miss out on a running back you want later on in the draft, Ali out of Marshall.
Ray is 24, actually.
Ray is 20. Okay. That's not
going on 25. When he turned 25, lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Y'all let me know.
Yeah.
but go ahead.
I don't know. Now, this is advertiser, William Green. This is the advertiser. Shout out to our sponsors. Happy Thursday, Seltzer. They'll be sponsoring our draft party here tomorrow at Shakerton's. Also, Miller Lite. Gonna get you right here. And this was some of the good food they had at Shakerton's. You know, we kind of let it sit a little bit, but their food is amazing. Then you see all the sponsors there on the screen.
Yeah.
Come out tomorrow. Come mingle with us. Hey, we're going to do a mingle section tomorrow from 4 to 6. All of the fans, any Cowboys fans of fucking Law here, come out, come meet, talk with us before we go on this live broadcast tomorrow for the draft. Get some of this great food. Get some of these great drinks. Like I said, Happy Thursday Seltzer, Miller Lite Beer, Western Sun Vodka. Shout out to our friends at Rogue Shop. If you want to get some of that good cannabis, legal cannabis, you hit them up. Yes, they got egg rolls. They
got some good egg rolls.
Nichols.
Scratch, like I say, Scratch Kitchen. They got Grandma and them, man, with the big elbow in the back over there mixing some good food up for y'all. Come on out, man. Don't meet us here. Beat us here, man. 1409 North Collins Street. That's over here in Arlington. You will see the stadium right behind us. So come on out, man, and have a great time. So they said Pete says Ray Davis will be 25 on November the 11th.
Thank you, Pete.
Yeah. So
appreciate that.
That makes him a Scorpio for the Zodiac people. Yeah.
H.G. Wells. What are you asking, H.G. Wells? You said Ray question mark. What are you asking, H.G. Wells?
Ray. This is my guy Ray, man. I've been telling y'all about, man. And not Pookie, though, but it's Ray.
Chris Davis, who do y'all think we will pick with our first round pick? If you put a gun in my head right now, I'm saying Graham Barton. That's going to be our pick. If you ask me right now, I think Graham Barton's going to be our pick. Yeah. That's not who I won't necessarily want first, but that's who I think it may be. I think maybe Graham Barton's going to be the pick.
Okay. And Pete says Ray Davis, real name is Raymond Davis, and he don't F around. Yeah. He's a big back.
Plumbing Union brought what?
AG, man, he got his own character mindset, man, you know. But shout out to HG, man. You know, he's a good guy. He give me a hard time, but he's really good. We got a few people, man, that I want to tell you guys. Continue to support the nation the best way possible, man, by hitting the like, sharing this content, and telling a friend. Neighbors, let them know, man, where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk with me, Ray, and beyond. This is how we grow, man. We're independent over here, independent life, right? And through the sweat and blood that we put out here and your likes and your shares and your support, we are able to do this on this wonderful occasion, man. So shout out to Shakerton's, man. Shout out to Brad and Neil, man, and all what they do for us, man, and going to do for us, man. It's been a pleasure, bro.
So let's talk about real quick before we talk more about this draft. Let's talk about the people we got coming out. We got a lot of great guests coming out for this draft. We got the legendary George Teague. He's going to be here in the building with us. You know the man that laid out T.O. for disrespecting the star.
Yeah, Teague.
He's going to be in here. Taryn Parsons Jr., the brother of Micah Parsons. We've got him, you know, in his great podcast that he has that's booming up.
Yeah.
Our boy, Boss Cowboy.
Sports.
Boys Cowboy Sports, they're going to be in the building. We've got Candace Lamb, a great lady who does sports content. She does some amazing things. We've got Jazz with BLS. That stands for Bitches Love Sports Podcast. She's going to be in the building. We've got a great singer named I forgot about all the people. I forgot who all we got coming. We got a lot of people coming.
Longer than Shaq feet, man.
Yeah.
So we hope to pack this out, be standing room, only shoulder to shoulder, man, knee to knee up in here, man.
And come and talk with us. Yeah, come here and talk with us tomorrow. We want to talk to y'all, see y'all faces, see the faces behind the names.
Yeah, faces behind the names, man. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, Shakerton's is just not here in Arlington. They got 5 locations throughout DFW, and they got, like I said, some nice food. And I ain't hear a lot of Kick It or Luke Kang with y'all. So y'all come on out, man. Come on, shake my hand, and let's have not a good time. We don't want to have a good time. We want to have a great time over here with Law Nation Sports and Ray Ray's, man, podcast. Let's get it, man. I can't wait to crack this open, man.
Yeah. So I got a question here.
Go ahead.
Who was that? We got Pete. We should go O-line to the first 3 picks.
Yeah.
It's time. So when do you, Pete, if this team needs a linebacker, what do you think the Cowboys should take a linebacker at? Message that in right there, because I think we definitely need to get a linebacker as early as possible.
Yeah.
Not overdraft one, but kind of early one. Let the board fall to you.
Yeah.
What's his name? There's a couple of people I can think of, but I want them to fall to you.
Yeah. Zach Martin beating the drum for the center, Zach Frazier. Also, Zach Martin endorsing Zach Frazier. Hey, Zach Frazier is another gritty guy, right?
Yeah.
And I told people, man, you want your center to be nasty.
Yeah.
They touch the ball 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And they got so many responsibilities.
She related to CD.
Yeah. Is she related to CD? She might be, man. You know how things were back in the days. Hey, ain't that many people lambs that I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she's a lamb and CD is a lamb. So, hey, lamb is lamb. So, but what I was going to say about centers, we just need that dog nasty mentality. They do so much. They point out the mic. They control. It's double A gaps between them. They normally fight the biggest, the fattest guy on the line. Sometimes when they go zero tech, that's guy lining straight up with them. They got to make sure who slide the one or shade in the eye. So they got lots of responsibilities. And if Zach Martin is out here banging on the table for Zach Frazier, then make it happen, because he knows he got the intel, and he ain't gonna be here for long, y'all. So listen to the great legend Zach Martin.
Hope we get another 3rd or 4th round pick so we can take a linebacker, center, running back, left tackle, linebacker, the first 4 picks.
Yeah.
For our guy Pete out there. And I'll be shocked if your boys use Lance for a trade. I think it's too late for that. I think they would have already done that if they were going to do that. I think they have to keep, because you don't have Dak Prescott underneath contract. Yeah. Those talks can fall apart. You need a backup plan in case those talks fall apart. I don't necessarily see them trading Trey Lance at this point unless they get wild away by an offer.
The thing is, the value of the trade haven't matured yet.
Yeah.
It haven't rose to the point where you can get something back in return. Now you can slide back with the trade and get like a 5th or a 6th pick from it, but that's not going to be beneficial. We already burned the 4, So you got to at least let Trey Lance go into this particular free agency. Well, not free agency. Go into this particular offseason and battle. We need to see what the 6'4" quarterback can do with a strong cannon of an arm. Can he go through his progressions? Can he step up inside the pocket? Can he be comfortable enough to not just take it and run and tuck it? Can he be that guy to put a little bit more pressure on 4? Yeah. Granted, it shouldn't be no pressure for 4, but hey, like he said, pressure is a privilege.
Yeah. They said better receivers with the symbol. Bringing back the fullback. And run okay, a true West Coast, okay. Yeah,
and I like what Watts said. Watson. That's a double entendre almost. Watson. He says we need to at least one off-season with and see what Trey can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and you just never know.
This is last year on his deal.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's a high commodity for a backup, $5.5 million. To be fair, even Cooper Rush paying $2.5, close to $3 million for him is a high premium for a backup.
What's that? Trey?
Linebacker is a big need, by the way. You don't really have any big boys up front.
Yeah.
Linebacker, this is from K Money. So when we talk about linebackers, it's equivalent to talking about running backers.
Correct.
You need other products to help that linebacker. Linebackers need big physical mass guys up front so they can rally and chase it, so they can get through A gap or B gap and make the sack or make the tackle for loss. The same thing for a running back, right? So we can't be out here talking about we getting a linebacker and all we have inside is Osa. That ain't working, you know. Osa ain't that dude that can gobble up double teams on a consistent basis. So you still need big boy.
Yeah.
It's just rudiments of math, you know. Yeah.
But you know, I said Zimmer, he's going to fix that too. You know, he's always had those big boys up front. When his defense was successful, he had the big boys up front in the middle. So it's going to be amazing to see what he does in this draft.
Yeah. My guy Martinez on the Facebook, appreciate you, man. He says, hey, I love when they say, hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. Don't shank me with the butter knife, basically. You know. He said, trade for Hendricks from Cincinnati. Move Sam Williams to linebacker at 6'4", 260. God, dog. How big was Terrell Suggs? He tried to make him. He runs a 4.4, and he's explosive as hell. And move Micah at full time at linebackers for sure. Parsons, Williams, and Overshown / Clark. So that boy playing man.
You definitely playing man with that. One is going to take draft capital to take Hendricks. And if a team is trading away Hendricks, they may want something in return.
Yeah.
We ain't got enough to give them in return.
They gonna want to rob us, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they looking for. So we ain't want to get
swallowed up.
we ain't trying to get swallowed up with it. You know what I mean?
No Diddy, baby.
So no Diddy. So what's gonna happen here is, on top of that, you got to convince Parsons to be a full-time linebacker. Which the only reason why he is a part-time linebacker is because of the area of need to get to the edge.
Yes.
And as good as Hendricks is or what have you, it's still a situation that Parsons is better.
But here's the thing,
on the edge.
I want everyone to know. We have a new defensive coordinator, so we don't know what his plan is yet for Micah Parsons. We kind of speculate and have ideas.
Yeah. We talk about just pure football, though. You know. Dan Quinn, I think he sold us.
He sold us, but we don't know what Zimmer's going to do with that. So, Zimmer's like, I don't mean, we don't know.
Hey, Quinn sat out here and said, hey, we don't need linebackers. We can make safeties at linebackers. And, we don't need interior guys. We can make edge rushers interior guys, you know.
Because here's what's going to happen. Mike Zimmer has nothing to lose. He's only on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
He can do what he really wants, basically.
Yeah. Mike Zim can literally come in here and say,
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah. He can take over and do his own thing and go rogue with us, man. In our final minutes here, man, we got 8 more minutes before we hit the top of the hour on this live stream. Give us your feedbacks on everything. I got thick skin over here, but don't shank me too bad, though. Let me know if the audio is straight. I know the visuals are going to be even better tomorrow. We even got a fan cam we're going to be going back and forth with. We're going to have more and more people on the set. There's going to be more and more people in here than this. So give us some honest feedbacks, man, in the chat, and let me know how you like this show and these episodes. Yeah.
Greatly appreciate y'all, tuning in. Again, if you're not doing anything for the NFL draft, please come out tomorrow. We would love to see y'all. Come have some fun. Get turned up. We pick kind of late right now at 24. Let's some change between now and before the 24th pick. Come have some fun in between that. Tune into the broadcast. If you're not able to come, we're going to put out the best thing we can for y'all.
Yeah, man. I always love draft time because this is the one day that all teams start back at 0, right? Expectations is high for everyone. On top of that, the glory of all of the youth, they're finna be at the end of the day, regardless how we look at it, 32 millionaires. 32 generational money type of things that can happen for these guys. So this is for all of their moments, blood, sweat, and tears, to be able to have their name get called up by Roger Goodell, right, and get booed at the same time. They're going to boo Roger. They're going to boo Roger Goodell, you know.
Oh, that's happening, yeah.
It is happening. So, where is the draft, by the way?
It's going to be in Detroit.
Detroit.
Out in Detroit.
Yeah.
Motor City, baby.
Let's go. Hey, it's always a pleasure, man, talking to you, Ray. I appreciate everybody who gave support, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, who showed up for this impromptu.
Yeah.
Live feed, live stream.
Yep.
For those who just not tuning in, Micah Parsons officially signed his 5th-year option, $21.5 million. I can't wait to talk to Terrence.
Yeah.
Let me hold like a few dollars here, man.
Yeah.
You know, let me hold a few dollars. I know your brother gave you something, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
Let
me hold something, you know, just a whole little something.
Hey, it's going to be Def Kings 88. It's going to be way more better food. We just let this shit sit.
We let it sit, man.
We got to show you how good it was, man.
It was good, man.
It's a little bit too long.
And Delicio, so I would bite into it right now, but, man, I don't want my belly,
just
going against my back like that.
We got to be ready. We got to be ready for tomorrow. We got to be ready for tomorrow.
Hey, what happened to Law, man? What happened to Law?
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to Law, man. He fell out, man, again.
Yeah.
But appreciate y'all, man. Please check out Shakerton's. 1409.
One time for your mind. Let's get right.
Come on with it, man. Collins Street, Arlington. The baller's going to be here. Right across the street from Boomer Jack. And if you dare, you're a Jack because you need to be over here and talk some smack with me and my guy Ray Rays, man. Come on, man. Come on down. Can't wait, Rico. I see you, man. Mama said there'll be days just like this, man.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if they got any prime ribs, but man, they got some wings and things over there, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Great happy hour special.
Yeah.
Specials all night, all throughout the night. There's a good drinks and food special all through the night. Come out, try this.
Come on down. I can't wait to talk to Dak Attack.
Oh, Dak.
Yeah. And Boss Cowboy.
Yeah.
That boy said draft time for your mind.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. And once again, shout out to all of the sponsors, man. Appreciate y'all. One love to y'all.
Yep. Happy Thursday.
Lit Vacation.
Shout out to Lit Vacations.
Let's go. Peace. Come on. Here it is. I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Yeah! Come on, baby. Let's go. We out. Peace. Def King on it, man.